Good morning, Stampers! I'm back. I'm Meg from LovenStamps, and this is Maker Mornings with Meg. And last week was spring break. We did our spring break rewind over on the LovenStamps Facebook page. So if you hadn't checked out those videos, you can go and check those out. But otherwise, today we're back with another live video, and I'm seeing that this isn't like popping up notifications, which is really strange. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, hopefully Facebook will get on the ball here and notify people. But anyway, we are going to do a card today that features the Waves of Inspiration stamp set and the coordinating dies, which have these fun waves. And I showed the other day, I think it was like episode 256 maybe, I showed 18 different versions of cards using this bundle. So if you're looking for more ideas, make sure you check out that episode. And the paper for this is absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna make another card that really makes the most of the paper. Here are those on the front side, and then the back side with all of their sort of pastel glory. And then we're going to make a double Z fold card, which is really fun and especially cool with the way it works on these waves. So I think you guys will like this one a lot. All right, morning. Oh, good. Deborah says she missed me. Thanks, Deborah. I definitely missed you guys. It was crazy not to be like stamping with you each Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So anyway, so hello to everybody who's on this morning, Trish and Tanya and Sue and Carol and everybody. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip our camera down and we'll get started stamping. It's been a while, right? Hey, Kathy. Okay, so if you guys did fun things over spring break, especially if they included crafting, make sure you let me know. And I think kudos to everybody who's jumping on, because I don't think that Facebook did a notification for our live today, which is always kind of like, hey, Facebook, what are you doing? So who knows? Maybe they have changed their things yet again, and I have to get some weird setting reset correctly. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and start here with our double Z fold card. And I promised you 2 tips that make a double Z fold card just super simple, okay? So the first tip is that when you score your cardstock, you're gonna cut your cardstock here to 4 1/4 inches tall by 8 1/2 inches wide. And then my little strip is the same width, the full 8 1/2 inches and just an inch tall. And you're gonna score both of them in exactly the same place, okay? So basically you're scoring them in half, and then you're scoring the front in half again. So when you go to make your Z, I've got them twisted this way, okay? So now I have both the Z's here on the same side. When you go to make your Z, here is the simple trick. All you have to do is flip this one around so that it faces this direction. So I'm gonna take the whole thing and I'm gonna flip it over like a pancake. See how that works? So flip like a pancake, da-da-da, and now you have your 2 pieces ready to go together to make the double Z, okay? You don't like twist a pancake, you flip it over the opposite direction, and that's gonna do it. All right, so the other tip is that if you want your designer series paper to line up perfectly and make your card look continuous, cut your paper to go on the front to 4 inches by 4 inches. And what that's gonna do for you is give you 2 pieces when you cut it in half. So I'm gonna cut it now to 2 inches, like that, and go ahead and set this down. And this is gonna give me paper that's gonna line up perfectly when I go to add it to my card. So I'm gonna keep that oriented the right direction and go ahead and pop these on here. All right, so there is this first one, and then the second one is going to fit right here. And you can close the card, or you can like take faith in your opening here and keep that in the right place. So then what we're gonna do now is go ahead and do that pancake flip, remember, like this, whoop, like that, and pop this here over on the front, and that's gonna go ahead and make the base of our card. Okay, you guys with me? Welcome. Oh, thanks, Julie, and everybody. Oh, Carol says she got a notice. Okay, well, maybe it's just me then. And I missed you guys too. All right, so now I'm gonna just flip this because I want the adhesive to be here and here. It's really easy to pop this on. Make sure you use a strong one, tear tape, multi-purpose liquid glue, AKA green lid glue. or the Seal Plus are all good choices. And really all you have to do is press this down. And that gives us our Z-fold element. So just like that. Really simple, right? So there are those two tricks. All right, now if you want to add the waves to this, those are a really fun addition. And let's see, I have them pre-die cut. Oh, and then I carried them across the room for my photo. I'll grab these. So in this die set that matches the stamp set, we have these two dies here that are these fabulous little wave motifs, and they are just a teeny bit different, and you can use them separately or you can use them layered on each other, and there's a lot of flexibility. There's not really a wrong way to use them. So what I'm going to do here is pop out. I have this already popped out on a set. Let me grab them, like out of practice here for mornings. All right, it doesn't take very long to pop them out, but since I already did this set. So I have them cut from two foils. One is cut from the silver foil and one is cut from this navy foil. These are the foils that are included in the blue foils package that is limited time availability with the Waves of the Ocean suite. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with these, and I'm gonna use my multi-purpose liquid glue. What I wanna do is I want to pop them here on my card like this so that they have this really great wave motion that goes along with the double Z fold, okay? And I have the silver one, which is cut with this longer border on the side. Here, I'll kind of show you. See how, I think you can see best here. See how this silver continues up here. So I'm gonna put this one in the back, although honestly, it doesn't matter too much. And then I'm gonna put the blue one on the front. I am going to grab my silicone mat because it is my friend when I'm gluing things that I don't want to have like glued to my table. And I'm going to put glue only at the places where it contacts for my card here. So I'm not gonna put glue where it's gonna go out here in the middle of in the ocean or whatever. I'm just gonna put glue here. Remember with the green or multi-purpose liquid glue, if you can see it, it is enough. So I've got plenty of glue on there. And now I'm gonna flip this over and set it down here on our card front. And I'm gonna line up the edge there and the bottom here. Now this doesn't grab instantly, so my favorite way to get this prepped is to go ahead and put a clear block on top of it, and that'll just hold it. You know it hasn't moved or anything like that. Good morning. Hey, Roxanne and Jenny and everybody who's jumping on. Yay, it's like a reunion. Okay, then while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and pop some glue on my blue foil and add this to the top. Double Z folds are such a terrific card layout. They have a terrific like sort of excitement value when somebody opens them. They really kind of jump out as like, oh, this is really kind of something special and cool. And then extra activities when you open your card is always fun. So great for kids or engineers or anyone who just loves kind of a card with a surprise on the inside. All right, and you can see that that grabbed already, so I'm not too worried about picking up my block. And now I'm gonna set my blue foil here down on top and kind of line up on the bottom. Honestly, you don't have to worry too much about lining up much on this because the waves are really pretty and they have a lot of motion, and they beg a lot of forgiveness. If you get stuff just a little bit off or something like that, it's really not gonna show. So, all right, now we've got our pieces there. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the pieces to go with our card because a wave alone does not make a card. So I've got a piece of basic white here, which is supposed to go inside the card, which I just realized I neglected to put inside. So we'll come back to that. And then I have another piece here, and I'm going to, I need this block here. I'm going to use our pelican stamp, and I was talking to my my teenager, and she was laughing. She's like, "Oh, you're using the pelican stamp this morning. That thing is all over social media." So I was like what? So she was telling me that whenever she likes one of my things, then all of the similar ones show up in her social media feed. So she was laughing that this is like the most popular pelican on Facebook. So anyway, or on social media, I guess Instagram or something. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab my happy birthday, and I'm going to stamp it out here because we're going to go ahead and cut that with one of the fabulous labels that is included here. We'll come back to our clouds. But our die here matches the famous pelican, the most famous pelican on Facebook. And then I also have the, okay, well, I've already cut one for you. Oh, there it is. I also have this die here, which is one of the 2 label dies included in this die set. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this one and pop this on here like so. Okay, we'll pretend that I actually didn't get them too close together. Tanya said every once in a while, she can't put her finger on her silicone mat, and she'll use wax paper for the purpose of like keeping things from sticking to your glue. That's actually a really good idea. I like that, Tanya. The other thing I use a lot, my mom taught me, we learn the best things from our moms. My mom suggested using the back paper from a Stampin' Dimensional sheet because this is actually a really great sort of non-stick surface too. So. All right, so we'll go ahead and cut those out, and through the magic of television, here they are. So I have my pelican and our happy birthday, and these banners are really fun. I feel like they look a little naked without something like through the holes there. So instead of using a ribbon or something like that, I've just cut a really narrow strip of the designer series paper, and I'm going to pop this through here like so. Okay, so that gives our, it sort of finishes off that little banner piece, and without a lot of extra work. Plus it matches and it brings those same colors in. So I'm gonna flip this to the back side and get this straight, because you can always see it a little bit better from the back if it's straight or not. And then the easiest way to stick this down is to just pop a Stampin' Dimensional over the edge so that it's sticking down both the label and the strip. Kind of see how that works. Then you're not trying to do like fussy gluing and getting it in there and all the things. This is just the easiest. All right, we'll move our famous pelican out of the way, and then I'm going to pop my happy birthday on over here. And this is going to kind of lead into our card opening. All right, now if you're wondering about this, you could actually leave it on there because this will still fit in the envelope, but I'm going to go ahead and trim that off. So I'm going to go ahead and trim it. I always find it easiest to trim kind of from the back side. So I'm gonna pull this around to the back and trim just like that. And there we have our edges trimmed. Now we need to get to the inside of the card, which I told you I forgot to do. And we're gonna add some bling to this too. So let's pop in our basic white. It's 2 inches by 4 inches, so it just fits perfectly right there. And I'm gonna stick that in. It doesn't really get any movement or wear and tear, so it doesn't need a lot of strong adhesive, just regular seal is fine. And that fits right there next to our piece. So that gives you a place to write your little message. And then our pelican friend is gonna sit here so that it's kind of out of the way of the wave. With this stamp set, I've been kind of cognizant of like trying not to put my pelican like it's gonna be wiped out by our wave here or something. So we'll put it out here, sort of above where the wave hits the pylon. So don't worry, no famous pelicans were harmed in the making of this card. And then I think a mini Stampin' Dimensional just fits more easily here. So I'll pop one of those on, and then this is gonna sit up here. Now, to go with our famous pelican, we're going to add one more element, which is these fabulous little cloud dies here. There are 2 of them in the set, and you can use these to add die cut clouds that also have an embossed element to them. So I've used the silver foil sheets from the silver and the blue. And actually, here's kind of a hint for you. You can actually fit 2. If you cut your paper 3.5 inches tall, you can fit 4 of the waves on a single strip that is 12 inches wide. And then you have all these pieces here left over in the middle, and that's where I cut my clouds out of. So save those scraps. They're perfect for the little cloud size. And through the magic of television, I have 2 of them here cut, and you can see the fun little emboss pattern that comes through with those dies. So I love it when things kind of do the 2-in-1 there. And then we're gonna go ahead and finish these, give our pelican sort of a little bit of a background there with our clouds, okay? So we've got kind of like a wedge shape going on here. I like to talk about triangles. So we kind of go from here to like here with our focus. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue those in now that I've got them where I want them. I'll use a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue again. All right, and if you want your cloud to overlap the edge of the card, know that you can because you've got space to put this in your envelope. Sometimes people ask about mailing square cards. I just mail my square cards in very regular medium envelopes so that you don't have to pay extra postage for a square card. And because I have square card envelope or regular envelopes on hand always, so that's just convenient. So there's that. Now a little bling to finish off our project. I have my Waves Jewels here, and I'm gonna go ahead and remember to cut your packages open at the side to make it easy to open and close them. And I'm gonna grab my Take Your Pick tool and pop on a couple of little rhinestones. And I think I want them to sort of add but not like be the focal points. So let's go ahead and grab one of these. I'm gonna pop one kind of down here, and then one of these smaller ones in the same color, maybe just up here. So they're subtle, but they have just a little bit of extra bling there kind of on the front of our card. So there is our fun double Z fold card, and really pretty darn efficient. Geez, we're cruising along this morning. So here's the card that I made the other day if you prefer something without that double Z, but I think we hopefully you're not afraid of double Z folds anymore, just from talking about how to do that pancake flip on the strip. So get your pieces lined up and then take that strip, do a pancake flip, and then it fits down right on top so that you have your fun double Z. And with the waves, like these, I didn't glue way out here at the end, so they have that little extra fun dimension. Can you guys see that? Where you get a little bit of extra bang for your buck. With those. So like I said, there are a zillion ideas. And like my daughter pointed out, this is the most famous pelican on Facebook. You can get lots and lots of different ideas for using this great suite. I do love the messages in the Waves of Inspiration. You're totally awesome. Your strength is an inspiration. And then of course the happy birthday and our friendship is a thing of beauty. Lots of great sentiments for use for different occasions. And the stamp set and the dies will be available. They'll continue into the new catalog, which will come out, be available for ordering on May 3rd. But the designer series paper, this fabulousness, and the rhinestones and the foil sheets, these will disappear on May 2nd. So you have kind of a limited time to get these if you want them to go along with your famous pelican. Now, the other thing to know is that the new catalog, like I said, is going to be coming out soon. So Wednesday, March 23rd, so in 2 days, Stampin' Up! Will be announcing the retiring product list from the annual catalog. And there are 2 things you need to know about that are right away super important. One is, oh, Jenny asked me about the card. Okay, you'll have to wait for those 2 special things. How you write on it. So with a card, you just open it up and then you can write your message, here. You can write your message here, there, you can't see, on the white spot here, happy birthday, love, Meg, love Jenny, all those things. Does that make sense, Jenny? You could write on it before you put the piece in there if you wanted to, but honestly, since when it's straight open, it kind of covers up. I usually just try to limit my message up here. So when you have someone you want to write a short message to, this is a great card. Okay, so those 2 things must know about the retiring annual catalog list. It comes out on Wednesday. One is that if you want any in color things of the retiring in colors, you need to make sure you order them right away, because as soon as that retiring list comes out, those things tend to they tend to flash out of the store, because people want to get the reinkers for their ink pads. They want to get the markers. They want to get an extra package of cardstock to go along with a favorite color that will be retiring. So don't miss those. And the retiring in colors this year are Moment of Sadness for Bumblebee. Let's see, what are they? Bumblebee, Magenta Madness, I have to remember, Misty Moonlight, Cinnamon Cider, and Just Jade. And I will be sad to see all of them go, but I am certain that Stampin' Up's new in colors will also be fabulous. So I'll look forward to seeing those. But anyway, March 23rd is the day that those things are announced. Sometimes there are some things that may be discounted if they're in overstock. I'm not sure what that status is, if we'll have that this year or not. But plan to get your retiring in colors either before March 23rd or as close to March 23rd as you can. So Tanya says she is checking her supply as I am speaking about it. Good job, way to be ready. Let's see. Then that's March 23rd. If you are interested in getting an early kick at all of the new things in the annual catalog, demonstrators actually get to pre-order usually a select list, including the new in colors, on April 1st. So you can sign up as a demonstrator. I'd love to have you join my LovenStampfuls demonstrator community. You can sign up now and know that you'll have first crack on April 1st, or you could actually sign up on April 1st and get those first crack new pre-release items as part of your starter kit. So also a fun way to kind of manage that. All right, I think that kind of covers us for now. If you have questions about what I just mentioned about the demonstrator thing, you can visit LovenStamps.com and look on the tab for Join My Team to learn more about that. And yeah, it's great to be back. I'm happy to see you guys. I hope that you had a great spring break, or maybe your spring break is this week. And I will get posted a video or a link from today so that you have supplies and everything in the video description for this. And I will see you again on Wednesday. And we'll be looking forward to featuring some things that will be on the retiring list. So all kinds of good stuff coming up. So, all right, happy stamping, everyone. Have a super fabulous day and happy week. And I will see you on Wednesday. Bye-bye.